This thing is the biggest platter that they have on the menu, $220. Look at that crab toast. See, I'm telling you, this is so fancy, this food hall. Hey there, this is Steve from Rockstar Eater, and in today's video, I'm taking you on the ultimate food hall tour through Las Vegas. Food halls are becoming one of the trendiest food establishments you can find in Las Vegas. And why not? You can go by yourself, you can go with a group, and you can eat different cuisines of different price points. And a lot of these food halls in Las Vegas are very new and very cool. Yet with so many of these food courts around town, you might be asking, which food halls must I hit up? Well, that's what I'm going to help you with in today's video as I take you to 3 of some of the trendiest and best food halls you can find in Las Vegas. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. More of these awesome food videos coming your way. And with that being said, let the Las Vegas food hall tour begin. My first stop is at Eat Your Heart Out, which is located in the Durango Casino and Resort. This is one of the biggest food halls in Las Vegas, with each food stand offering something unique from Chinese cuisine to Italian cuisine. This is definitely the food hall that you have to go to if you're in the South Summerlin area. But even if you're not, make the drive on over because Durango Casino is big and really nice. And the food hall, of course, is pretty awesome because they got a little bit of something for everybody. So come with me as we tour this place, beginning with Irv's Burger. I guess you can kind of tell burgers are their specialty here. I've never been here before, but I think that's the one everybody gets, the Irv's Original Roadside Burger, which you can make into a double. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Or you can do something like a combo, which is always good because you get like fries and drinks. So if you come from 7-Eleven, they do have this breakfast section. They have burritos and these sandwiches. So yes, if you are here early, take advantage of their popular breakfast foods. It looks like they are pressing the patty, so it's almost like a smash burger. Almost. Yeah, scrape it off. Oh yeah. Now that looks like a burger. And that is the pastrami, one of their popular dishes here, the pastrami sandwich. Irv's has been around since 1946, a very long-standing operation, and now they have one here in Las Vegas. And since this is a gourmet food hall, everything is made to order, so it's going to be extremely fresh and hopefully very tasty. So these are the first 2 that I'm starting off with. This is their famous Irv's Original Roadside Burger. You can get a single for $8 or double for $11.25. So yeah, that patty is kind of smashed or more like pressed. It has a toasted bun, herb sauce, lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickles. Okay, I heard a lot of good things about this one, the pastrami, so I had to try it. It's their pastrami that's been grilled. It smells wonderful. And inside there's pickle, the Zab's hot honey mustard, sounds awesome, and toasted rye bread. Usually people get it with cheese on the burger, but I'm a little bit more of a hamburger type of person, so I decided to just kind of stick with what I enjoy for today. But totally get cheese because everybody pretty much does it here. Whoa. I love that patty. It's kind of thin, but still it's so juicy, has really good flavor. You know, the salt, pepper on here, amazing. And there is tomato and lettuce in here, so you see, this is really like your all-American burger. So once again, Irv's is a very popular spot, especially back in LA. So if you see it here, yeah, you definitely need to go, especially if you love burgers. Oh wow. Everything about this pastrami is so good. Like the pastrami itself is so nice and crispy and full of flavor. The rye bread is so perfect too. Hot honey mustard, that's always like the perfect accompaniment to the pastrami. Lots of pickles to make it sour. So this in many ways is also a very classic pastrami taste. Oh yeah, I mean not quite like Hat's pastrami, but I love the toasted rye bread. I think this is pretty cool. I don't know which is better, this one or the burger. Maybe kind of going overboard on the first spot, but I also heard that their Irv's hot dog is pretty good as well. And I heard that their orange creamsicle is pretty good as well. So this is orange soda with vanilla soft serve, I believe. You can always add more if you run out of that orange soda. Wow. This is almost like an orange soda milkshake. Oh, okay. All right. It's kind of like a palate cleanser, so I can eat my hot dog now. Nice savory hot dog. Really tasty Hebrew National Dog, which is always a good brand. But I think this is one of the few times I had it where the bun is toasted like this, which I think is great because anytime anything is toasted, the crispiness of it makes it taste so much better. Okay, so far off to a good start. Even if I ended here, I'd be so happy, but I got more to go to, so I'm gonna finish up here and gonna head to my next spot. So you know what I feel like eating right now also is Prince Street Pizza. This is also another popular pizza spot that opened up here in Vegas, and they do have one in LA too, but just like Irv's Burger, I've never had Prince Street too, so this is my first time in Vegas. I heard that a lot of people get the spicy spring. Yes, I think I'm gonna go with that. You can do slices or you can do like the whole pie. Yes, I'm gonna do the whole pie because I wanna see what it looks like. And then meat lovers, I don't think you go wrong with that. A lot of people love that. And there's also the 4 cheese. Okay, if you love cheese, that's the one to get. Looks like they got some desserts too. Flourless chocolate cake, New York cheesecake. Ooh, made in Italy. Like I said, you can get the pizza by the slices, and the reason why they are rectangular is that this is Sicilian style pizza. Yeah, like real Sicilian style pizza from New York. But then they also have this other kind of like a Neapolitan shape, more of your like very well-known New York style pizza, the big cheese slices. So the spicy spring starts out with the dough and the
sliced mozzarella.
Sliced mozzarella, okay.
We use a Fra Diablo spicy marinara sauce.
Spicy marinara sauce. Lots of pepperoni. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's really covering it up. I don't think I've had a pizza with so much pepperoni in my life. There goes. They make everything fresh. The dough is made fresh every day. They cut the pepperoni sausages fresh every day. Even the sausage, which are pasta sauces, fresh every day. So nothing comes out of can, nothing like that. So you see, even in a food hall, food court, you're gonna be getting some very high quality stuff. Super impressive. All right, that is my pizza. Look how nice it looks. Oh yeah, so this one to the left, that is for the cheese lover. So this one is the 4 cheese. Yeah, so we got mozzarella, shredded, fresh, ricotta, pecorino romano, fresh garlic. And then this one I think is what made them famous, the spicy spring. So this is the whole pie, and it has pepperoni, Diavolo sauce, fresh mozzarella, and pecorino romano. Look at all those pepperonis on top. So this is not the only Prince Street Pizza location. They have other ones all around, like 7 in California, and there's more opening. So yes, it originated in New York, and they are one of the most popular New York style pizzas that you can find in New York, and they are expanding here to the West. Wow, so crunchy. A little thicker than your usual like Neapolitan pizza. So it's not exactly like a Chicago or Detroit style pizza either. This is its own thing. But this is something that you should eat if you love pepperoni, because you got so much fresh pepperoni on top. And these are kind of like the circle cup-like pepperonis where you have some oil inside. So if you come with a group, definitely get the pie. Get it fresh because this is a really tasty pepperoni pizza. The other end of the spectrum, so if you guys like more of the cheese flavor, oh yeah, this is the one you gotta get. Oh, I like that one. Now I feel like I'm eating a cheese bread. So no tomato sauce on this one. This one is if you really like just a simple cheese with all of its different cheesy taste going on, because there's 4 kinds of cheese on it. Pretty rich tasting. You know, I was originally going to get the meat lovers pizza, but then when I heard about this one, I was like, okay, maybe I'll try it. I'm so glad I did. This is such a good item. Just totally get it. So if you guys want pizza, I guess this is a spot to come to. So it's like a very particular type of pizza, you know, with this Sicilian style. But it's very good because you don't find pizzas like this in many places, let me tell you. So you should be very glad when you see New Yorkers opening up stuff like this here in Vegas. This food hall got pretty busy. See, it's very popular here. Lunchtime rolls around, everybody storms in here. All right, now I'm gonna try some Italian food. They got a really hot pasta spot called Fiorella Pasta, which I heard is pretty mind-blowing. So it looks like Fiorella is kind of like its own sit-down restaurant. They got a lot of indoor seating, including this counter. So yes, it is like a pasta bar where you can watch them make the pasta. Open kitchen, and that is their specialty, fresh made pasta. They got a nice little menu, so it makes ordering very easy. And then the pasta, I heard their rigatoni is like their best seller, so definitely gonna get that. And then, yeah, I'll choose one more. And if you need your cocktails and wines, they do have it here as well. So yes, you can get drinks and pasta. So I think this pasta takes about 7 or 8 minutes to cook. Yep, so after the pasta cooks, you gotta mix it in with the sauce. So this one, I believe, is the rigatoni. So if there's any appetizer to get, it is the crab toast. So this one has brown butter on top of the crab with lemon, you got herbs, and then the bottom is focaccia. So this one is made fresh every day, house-made focaccia, $6 per batch. I had to try it because I love focaccia. I can officially say that this is the biggest, fluffiest focaccia bread I've ever seen. Have you ever seen it this thick before? I don't think this is a typical focaccia, but still it has a wonderful taste. Like a very fluffy, spongy interior. No complaints. Always a good way to start Italian meals. But you gotta be careful, it just falls right off. That brown butter really makes all the difference in this. Gives it more of like a buttery, richer taste. And they use Dungeness crab in here. There's no skimping around on quality. Dungeness crab is expensive. So in case you're wondering why they charge $18 for this toast, they're using really good crab. So this is their most popular pasta dish. This is the rigatoni. Oh yeah, smells so good. I can smell that cheese. It's a Fiorella sausage ragu. All right, superstar dish right here. So excited. Haven't had a nice rigatoni in a long time. Oh, that pasta is so good. Yeah, you can tell they fresh make their pastas here. That's like a beautiful chewiness to this whole thing. It's like a very ragu tasting sauce. I really like that ragu flavor, you know, like the meat and the tomato. So if you guys are into meat sauces, you know, with that tomato flavor, then obviously the ragu is the one you gotta get. And this is the other popular pasta dish, the tagliolini. This has a lemon butter sauce over it. Looks so creamy. We got poppy seed and some nice prosciutto on top. This one is not a tomato-based sauce. Yeah, so this one is more if you're into like creamy. Oh yeah, like that lemon butter creaminess. I would say that the flavor of this one is a little bit less intense, so you get kind of like that subtle lemony, creamy flavor. But then the prosciutto is what kind of adds like that meat saltiness to it. Okay, me personally, between these two, I'm just more this type of a person, so you know, I like this one better. But this one in itself, still marvelous flavor. See what I tell you, they have a little bit of everything here. But it gets even fancier than that, because I'm going to show you some great stuff coming up in just a bit. And I cannot leave here without trying some Asian food as well. They got it here, Shang Artisan Noodle. If you guys remember, I was at the original location last year, and they opened up a new spot here. This is exciting news. Okay, well the menu looks very similar to the original one. Yeah, maybe I'll get one of their noodles, obviously, and an appetizer. You see, there's quite a bit that you can choose from. Pretty nice. They got two types of noodles here. So you got your hand-pulled noodles, and then you also have this other knife-shaped noodles. Both of them are good in their own ways. One of the great things about Shang Artisan Noodles is that they hand make their noodles on site, even here at Eat Your Heart Out. So yeah, you can watch them making it back here where they're stretching the noodles and then boiling it and dressing it up afterwards. And they do have indoor seating here as well. So if you guys had to get one noodle dish on the menu, especially if you like soup, then you should get Shang beef noodles. So you could get a mild or spicy. This is made of beef and chicken broth. All right, braised beef brisket, veggies, green onions. So the pork and cabbage pot stickers, you gotta get this. This is like so good. Minced pork, cabbage, green onions. You better get here early or make reservations, because even at this location in this food hall, it's so packed. There's already people waiting, putting their names down on the wait list. Yeah, even this location is very popular too. You see that flaky layer that's all on top? Very crusty, right? Yeah, they have a special way of making this to make it taste like this. Skin tastes really good. Fillings, so much meat fillings. And they have the signature dipping sauce, which is kind of like a vinegary, spicy, and sweet at the same time. Interesting, okay. Famous beef noodle soup. Yeah, so I got mine spicy today just to see how this would taste like. Yeah, spicy is the way to go. Oh man. Don't be afraid. I mean, the color kind of looks like brown red color. It's not going to kill you. It's actually manageable. Whoa, okay. Oh, that's a very good beef broth. Oh, delicious. Oh, very good noodles. You know, fresh made noodles, there's always a really pleasant taste to it that you don't find with, you know, packaged instant noodles, right? And of course, they're gonna pack it on with so much of this beef. Wow, that beef is so, this is like such comfort food, I'm telling you. Almost like mom's home cooking. This actually almost tastes like my dad's recipe. Yeah, he actually likes it really spicy, so he would actually like this one. Okay, this is something I did not have last time, so I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Yangzhou fried rice, which is fried rice basically with shrimp, ham, scrambled eggs, veggies, and green onion.
Have some extra settings.
This fried rice has ham in it. Kind of tastes like it would be more home style. You know, when you use like leftover ham and even put pieces of corn in there. It's not as salty as some of the ones that I've had at some of the other restaurants. I would say this is more of like a milder flavored fried rice. But hey, if you're health conscious, maybe that could be a very good thing. And right next to Shang Artisan Noodle is a fancy sushi restaurant. You or me sushi. You know I always love sushi, right? Well, their menu looks pretty good, right? You got your appetizers and everything looks so good on the appetizer section. Really awesome. See, they got the carpaccio, tuna tataki, and then on this side we got our chef's special. Like, I heard that the sizzling wasabi steak is super killer, so I'm gonna get that here. But then this is what you come here for. You see, you could get the YOM sushi, ranging from the classic, so I'm assuming that's like their smallest size, to something like the ultimate for $229. Ooh, you think I should get that one? Wow, look at that huge sushi platter. This is pretty insane. This is not your typical food court sushi like you would find in a Westfield mall. This is fancy stuff, just like you were to walk into any like award-winning, possibly Michelin star restaurant. Yeah, you're gonna find this here at Eat Your Heart Out. Oh, wow. Woo. All right, so that's their sizzling wasabi demi gyukaku, which is 12-ounce New York strip steak, and kizami wasabi demi. This is the biggest attraction on the menu. So this is the YOM Ultimate Selection. You got 8 pieces of nigiri plus 20 pieces of sashimi and Chef's Choice roll. So it looks like today's Chef's Choice is the truffle hamachi roll. That sounds super fancy. I'll take it. Let me see if I can name all this. So we got tuna, yellowtail, salmon, golden eye snapper, and looks like a repeat. Then we have the sweet shrimp head right there. And let's see, that's toro with the gold truffle flakes on top. Hamachi, which is yellowtail. Bluefin tuna with some caviar on top. And some salmon eggs. Golden eye snapper kind of buried in there. We got some, let's see, salmon. And then that is the amaebi, sweet shrimp itself. You see how fancy this can get? Oh, wow. Tastes good. I mean, truffle oil makes anything taste good. I want to try my steak too. See, it's very nice and peppery on top. Can you see it? Oh yeah. So I cooked mine to about medium rare, which is the good way to cook it. Delicious. Even I'm at a sushi restaurant, I still like to get steak. I mean, this is really one of the most popular things here, so why not? Back to my big platter. Wow, I feel like this is like a sushi Disneyland going on here. Woo. Very clean tasting tuna. It's good. As much as I like tuna, I'm a yellowtail type of a person, unless we're talking about like toro. I love the taste of yellowtail. You know, like that rich yellowtail flavor. Can't go wrong with it. I can't forget about the sashimi. Look at that golden eye snapper sashimi. Ooh, I like that one. Definitely fresh. You see that fish right there? That's not a prop. This is a real fish right here. So they took some meat out of this, which I think is the golden eye snapper meat. Yeah, I think so. Sweet shrimp. All right. Always good stuff too, right? That's fresh too. You see, they're so nice to even give you this fried head too, which I think is my favorite part. You gotta have the crunchiness of that to really balance this whole thing out. Oh yeah, look, that's a piece of toro right there with the gold flakes on it. That's like the prettiest sushi on this thing. Richest, most buttery toro I've had, at least here in Vegas. Oh yeah, that definitely makes this whole thing. I mean, of course, it's not like eating sushi from one of those really nice omakase restaurants, but for something like here at Durango, it's like way past your expectations, exceeds your expectations. That is a heavy meal, so that's why I have to kind of take it easy for my next spot. Get some coffee at Vesta Coffee. Everybody loves coffee, right? Hot and cold coffee, everything from lattes to even popular stuff like Camp S'more Latte, which I think I'm gonna get because I heard it's super popular. You can also get sandwiches and toasts. I think I'm gonna skip on this. I'm so full right now, but you can if you want. And be sure to check on the website in the video description link for the hours, because every restaurant, drink, food shop has different business hours. So you want to make sure that if you show up here and you want to go to your favorite spot, that they're going to be open at a certain time. This is the miso cream Danish, one of their popular ones for $6. I heard this is very good. And this one is the seasonal brioche for $9. It has some sort of like a almond paste, jam, and lots of pecans on top. There is a common seating everywhere, so don't worry about having to sit. I mean, I guess you can always go into the casino and sit somewhere, right? Wow, this s'more latte is pretty good. And the good thing is it's not super sweet either. I think it's good that they kind of start on a low intensity of sweetness. You can always add sugar, but you can't really take away sugar, right? And if you have coffee, you should have something like Danish, right? I really like that cheese in the center. Almost feels like eating a cheesecake Danish, kind of. Quite honestly, I'm not really the biggest fan of Danishes, but if you have something that's like a cream cheese like this in the center, then it adds a lot of flavor to the Danish. And yeah, I can totally go for it. Wow, that brioche is pretty amazing. The brioche is very warm. That jam, that paste that's over it, you know, the sweet almond flavor is really good. We got some pecans on top, some of these crumbs as well. This is the one you definitely got to get. Yeah, look for this one. This one, and get some of your latte. You're good to go. My next stop is at Area 15, which is one of Las Vegas's most spectacular entertainment venues, located just west of the Strip. It's an all-immersive experience with game rooms, exhibits, and other attractions, and of course the food. So why not just spend half a day here enjoying the food as well as all the entertainment around? And be sure to go to the website so that you can book your tickets. I have never seen anything like this before in my life. So once you walk in here, you feel like you entered into a different world. So it's like this one big open space where you're gonna find shops and restaurants on both sides, at least for the first floor. But then when you go to the second floor, that's where you can do most of your games and activities. Don't you just love the lights in here? This is really quite something. Woo! Yes, I'm having fun here. I think I'm gonna begin my food tour in Area 15 with this restaurant called The Beast. This restaurant specializes in Southern style barbecue. Now this is an epic way to kick off. I always like barbecue, so let's do it. So it's a good thing they do have the menu by the door. Okay, so you got your starters like the Bavarian pretzel to the wings. And if you guys are into the salads, don't worry, they got you taken care of. For $15, you can get a salad. But I am here for this especially. Look at the entrees. You can do like a dry rub brisket, $33. St. Louis ribs, half rack or full rack. They got steak here too. Oh, this is like a meat lover's dream. And of course, you got to have your burgers and sandwiches, right? The all-American experience. Everything from the classic $23 cheeseburger to mushroom burger to chicken sandwiches. All looks great. Man, I wasted no time in getting some food. So this one is one of their most popular appetizers. It's called the tuna tacos. Looks pretty obvious, right? So it's shoyu drenched ahi tuna, so it's supposed to have like a soy sauce flavor. Wonton shell outside, as well as some smashed avocado and smoky crema. Nice, there's 3 of them on there. And if you guys like American food, especially barbecue, I think you found your spot. And I think this is really the only spot in here. Okay, look at this. Gotta be careful, that thing just falls out. That wonton shell is amazing. Tastes just like something out of a Chinese restaurant. And I like sushi, I like poke, so whenever you put ahi tuna in front of me with shoyu sauce, kind of gives it like that soy sauce flavor. It is so magnificent. Wow, this is pretty awesome. Oh, good appetizer. I suppose if you order one of these and you get one more appetizer, that could be like your full meal. If there's ever a time to get pretzel, it's like right now. This is the Bavarian pretzel. So it's perfectly salted and it's served with beer cheese and grain mustard, which is on the other side. Let me see. Yeah, that's the grain mustard. And this one is the beer cheese. I've had a Bavarian pretzel before, but it's been such a long time. So I'm excited to try this one again. I'm so afraid to break it up because it looks so nice. But I suppose I can always order another one, right? Oh yeah. All right, here we go. This is magnificent. I don't eat pretzels that often, so I'm excited. I really feel like I'm in a theme park or something right now. This is also one of their most popular items, the crispy spicy chicken sandwich. So it's 6 ounces of brine chicken breasts, house spicy buttermilk batter, sriracha aioli, pickles, house bun, served with a side of fries. Doesn't this sound all amazing? Yep. And these French fries look so good. Like this is really your ultimate American food experience here in Vegas. Oh, those fries are so perfect. Whoa, that's like some of the most perfect fries I've had. I can already tell just by eating the fries that the sandwich itself is going to be pretty good. That is a really tasty aioli inside. It's spicy because it's sriracha. Wow, I'm having fun. Everything here is so good. So good in its own way. I can already tell this is a spot you need to come to when you come to Area 15. Yes, and you got to get the ribs when you come here. So this is the St. Louis ribs, house smoked St. Louis ribs that's basted with the house special barbecue sauce, house rib rub, served with a side of cornbread and pickles. So that's the cornbread right there, pickles right there, and that is the barbecue sauce. And this comes, you can get a half rack or you can get a full rack. One of those foods that's really gonna dirty your mouth, so be sure to have your napkins ready. But it's so good. This kind of reminds me of when I used to have ribs at Tony Roma's back when it was really popular. But the way they make it here is so good. So you even got this too. Got some cornbread. Yeah, this is really a southern barbecue experience, but in a very cool, bougie type of environment. And I've not had a root beer float in a long time. Vanilla ice cream, root beer, whipped cream topping, chocolate sauce. Wow, delicious. Okay, even if you end up going to no other food spots at Area 15, if you come to the Beast, you're all set, especially if you love American food, barbecue, southern food, even some of these root beer floats. This is really enjoyable. And if you guys like cocktails, there's one place at Area 15 you should get it. It is right here at Oddwood. They make some really awesome craft cocktails that's out of this world. And you can tell where this is because of this really tall, like 25-foot high digital maple tree. That's an attraction. And just a little trivia, this tree is powered by 50,000 individually programmed LED lights. I'm telling you, nowhere else but Vegas. Let's see what they got on the menu. So you can get signature craft cocktails for about $20. I know it's a little bit steep, but it's an experience. Yeah, they got a lot of great things here. I heard the smoke and berries is very popular here, so I think I might try that for today. And then down here we got seasonal specialty cocktails. So you got a few ones like the Bonnie and Clyde, which I heard is also very popular. And this is worth noting, if you use your phone to scan that QR code, that little QR code in that leaf, you can get a secret menu. And I think I'm gonna pick something from that too. Wow, look at that. So I guess the Bonnie and Clyde is made out of malt scotch, cognac, blood orange, fresh lemon, cherry bitters, and served with smoked aromas. And you'll notice that on the side there's this $100 bill. It's not real, it's a piece of paper that's edible. That is so fascinating. Okay, I enjoy that one. It's kind of fruity. Definitely taste the alcohol in there, like that scotch. Tastes kind of carbonated too. Okay, look at that. Let me show you this. That $100 bill. Oh yeah, bling bling. It's supposed to be edible. Maybe dip it into that cocktail. How fun. I don't think I've ever eaten a $100 bill before. That's a new experience. Oh yeah, and this is my smoking berries. Look at that. Guess what that says? Yep, you got that right. That's me right there. So this one is made out of gin, has fresh strawberries, lemon, agave, egg whites, served with bubblegum bubble. Now here's the next step. Oh, look at that bubble. Woo! Yeah, that's the finishing touches to the smoking berries. Tastes just like strawberry. Anytime there's strawberry, blueberry, lemon, any type of fruit flavor, I'm into it. I just don't do straight up alcohol. Not even soju. But this one I like. And this is the last one, the Loro Rojo. Look, you see it's a bird with a nice flower tail. So this one is called a mezcal, which is I think a form of tequila. And there's a lot of fruits in there, like strawberry, lime, passion fruit, all that good stuff. When you purchase this drink, you actually get a token to ride one of the rides up there called Birdly, which is a bird ride. Okay, I think I'll check it out afterwards. That sounds pretty fun. Wow, you can actually really taste the alcohol on this one. So I think me personally, I like the smoking berries because this one you taste more of that berry juicy flavor. The other ones are pretty strong, but it's totally your preference. So whether you come here by yourself or with company, which I think you should, you know, people come here just to get drinks, even if they don't eat at any of this place. And if you guys like sushi, they do have one restaurant here, Kaia Hand Roll. As you guess, this restaurant specializes in sushi hand rolls, which I like because this is one of the trending foods in LA, so I'm so glad to try it here in Vegas as well. The menu is right by the door. That's pretty awesome. So you got your starters. Oh, they even got noodles here as well. Okay, yeah, you can get noodles if you want, as well as some dumplings, pork shumai, shrimp shumai, kind of like dim sum style. But of course, you come to eat your sushi, right? The hand rolls. Blue crabs, salmon, yellowtail, you name it. Or you can even get like a hand roll set. Got some sashimi. So I guess you can assemble bowls here too. Your Kaia bowls, your rice style, your sauce, proteins, and your toppings. It's even better. They even have a takeout section as well. Yeah, so you don't have to dine in here. You could actually take out. Looks like I'm starting off with a yellowtail hand roll. And then you can also get something like a signature sauce set from the menu. So for $2, yuzu koshu to the left and gochujang, spicy sauce to the right. See, soy sauce, and you got your full sushi experience. Oh yeah. Wow, it tastes great. It's like yellowtail, rice, dip in the soy sauce. It's perfect. Oh man. These are the seaweed rolls that's very much like the ones you find when you go to Kazunori. Do you guys know what that is? That's a sushi restaurant chain that's in LA. So very similar style. So I finished my yellowtail already. Onto the tuna poke. This one I think has like sesame oil inside. It tastes really good. Wow. Almost like the one I had at the other restaurant. And if you are more of a sashimi type of person, maybe you want to take it a little easy on the rice, the carbs, you can get something like yellowtail sashimi. Look at all that thin jalapenos. I think I should try my sashimi before all the ice melts, right? Yes, you got to try the sashimi wherever you go because that's the test of the greatness of good sushi restaurants. Well, very fresh. That is a really good yellowtail. I mean, it's really as fresh as it can get. Look at this, guys. Beautiful presentation too. That's what I'm noticing about a lot of the places here is that food tastes great and presentation is really awesome. It truly is. This one is one of their new sashimis on the menu. Sesame crusted tuna with Dijon ponzu. I have never had anything like this before. Look at that Dijon ponzu. It almost looks like gumbo. Wow, that Dijon ponzu is pretty interesting. It's like such a strong flavor. Exactly how it sounds like. It tastes like Dijon, so kind of like a slightly spicy, sharp flavor. Ponzu flavor. Tuna, really awesome. Sesame seeds, you know, it gives it that crunch on top. This is a really good dish. Okay, even if you don't end up ordering the rolls here, which you should, by the way, they got really awesome sashimis. You got to get to these rolls pretty quickly because the nori really does get kind of limp. That scallop really just melts in your mouth. So far, I'm impressed with everything that I'm eating. Really legit. Just like a lot of the great hand roll places I've had back in LA. So if you guys like sushi, then you gotta come here for sure. But I'm not done quite yet because there's also this one, the Dreamweaver, which specializes in boba. So this is your dessert spot. Well, it looks like they have a few choices. Like they got soft serve, single flavor for $6, swirls, but then everybody comes to get the fantasy floats. The strawberry fields I heard is a popular one, especially if you like strawberry. So I'm gonna get one of those. But then if you also want boba milk teas, they got it here. Yeah, just like in one of your Asian boba shops. Is that vanilla ice cream?
It's cheesecake.
Cheesecake. And that's the strawberry glaze. Look how pretty that thing looks.
Vanilla cookies.
Vanilla cookies. Oh wow, look at that. You see, they even go all out with their drinks here. So this is the strawberry fields. All that on top is the cheesecake swirl. Never had that before. Along with the strawberry glaze, vanilla crumbles. And then the bottom, besides all this milk that's inside, that is supposed to be strawberry boba. Have you ever heard of strawberry boba before? That is pretty awesome. Tastes just like cheesecake. I don't think I've ever had a ice cream or a soft serve that had a cheesecake flavor. And this thing is going to melt, so you have to eat it pretty quickly. I do like eating cheesecake, but I think this is the first time I've had it in like a soft serve. That boba, it pops in your mouth. So you get a burst of all that strawberry juice that goes right in. This is one of the most interesting drinks I've had in one of these tea shops, boba shops, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this is quite an attraction. You should get it. So I have concluded, and it's probably obvious by now, that this is really the ultimate food and entertainment hotspot in Las Vegas. Last but not least is Cheongdam, which is Las Vegas's first ever Asian food hall. Here you'll find about 7 food stands selling Korean food, Japanese food, and even coffee and pastries. Cheongdam also happens to be Yelp's highest rated food hall in Las Vegas. So if you're looking for quality food at reasonable prices with very Asian-centric cuisine, then Cheongdam is going to be your best bet, especially if you are in the Spring Valley area. It's great for individuals as well as groups. And I heard number 1 is definitely popular. Number 4 with the white truffle steak dip is very popular. I think I'm already sold on that one. But then again, there are these other choices too, like prime beef bulgogi steak, crispy chicken sandwich, and yeah, so it looks like they have about 8 sandwiches total. They even got burgers here as well. Number 10, which is the smoked prime barbecue burger, as well as 11, truffle bacon blue cheese burger. And number 12, Soho Umami Burger are the best sellers. So you just gotta kind of take your pick. I don't know, which one should I get? They even got some wings as well. Okay, 3 flats plus 3 drums for $12.95, and those are your different flavors that you can get. This is worth mentioning too. Look at that kids menu. For $9.95, you get the burger, fries, drink. And then on this side, we got some promos. Check this out, early bird bonus. First customer of the day gets a free drink and appetizer with your purchase. Does this give you any reason to be first in line? 2 of some of their most popular items on the menu. Yep, I'm so doing it. The one to the left is the Soho Umami Burger, number 12 on the menu. So it's half pound of Angus beef patty topped with mozzarella cheese, teriyaki mushroom, crispy onion, and black garlic aioli, along with a lot of fries. And then on this side, we have the white truffle steak dip, number 4 on the menu. So in here, we got bulgogi ribeye, truffle mushroom and onion, mozzarella cheese, horseradish aioli, and served with a side of au jus and some more fries. The good thing about this food hall is that it opens every day at 11 a.m. and I think for the most part they go all the way to 11:30 p.m. so it's very flexible hours. and parking completely free. I'm always digging that. I can already tell I got the right burger. It has such a thick patty in there, and I love the taste of the mushrooms inside. So nice and caramelized. Has like that teriyaki glazed taste, you know, it's like kind of sweet, as well as the cheese that's in here too. Look, it's kind of stretchy. Look at that. Okay, well, I tried my best. Wow, and the bun is also crispy. This is seriously some of the best burgers I've had in a food hall, not just in Las Vegas. And I certainly cannot leave here without trying their famous Korean sandwiches as well, right? It tastes pretty much like a French dip sandwich with the hoagie bread, with the ribeye slices that are very thin. You got the onions in there, the cheese. It's very savory and very juicy as well. So yeah, it tastes almost like an American sandwich, but with that Korean bulgogi flavor, since the meat itself is kind of sweet. Almost like the ones you'll find in Korean restaurants. You can pair it with the side dishes like the banchan, the rice, and that would be a standalone meal. Now, if I had to choose between the burger and the sandwich, I would still get the burger because I think that's like the most amazing tasting burger ever. But the sandwiches is pretty good too. You know, there are a few different ones that you can get on the menu, so you just kind of take your pick. To make it easy, maybe I'll go to the restaurant that is to the left of Downtowner, which is Kaia. This food stand specializes in curry, so it's a curry house, everything from the rice to the noodles. I'm always down for that. This is one side of the menu with all of the rice curry dishes. Yep, my go-to. You can choose your spiciness level from regular all the way to extreme spicy, along with your extra toppings. Yep, very classic Japanese pork katsu curry for $12.95. You can also do the cheese version as well. They got ribeye steak. And that one is the #1 bestseller, the organic chicken katsu curry. I think I'm gonna get that one. And these are the different udon dishes. And it looks like some of them doesn't have curry inside. So if you're more of a beef udon type of person without curry, they got you covered. But the curry udon, I think, is the one you gotta get if you want curry flavored udon. Appetizers, pork gyoza, veggie, French fries, chicken karaage, takoyaki. Yeah, they got quite a big menu. That is the curry that's right there. Okay, they have to heat it up a little bit, looks like. It'll usually take about 10 minutes, but then afterwards, it'll taste so good, like something out of a sit-down brick-and-mortar restaurant. This is the $12.95 organic chicken katsu meal. It comes with the miso soup, as well as some shredded, looks like cabbage? Is that cabbage? Yeah, shredded cabbage salad. And that is the main attraction. Look at this big bowl. That is so awesome. The rice, the organic chicken that's been breaded, deep fried. Got the curry itself. I got mine about medium. We're good to go. Why not? I'll try some of the appetizers as well. The left one is the pork gyoza, which is deep fried dumplings. And the one to the right is the takoyaki, Japanese savory pancake balls with octopus inside. Maybe I'm gonna try some of these appetizers to start out with, and they give you these toothpicks, which makes it very convenient. That dipping sauce is pretty amazing. It's like a little bit spicy, kind of vinegary, also a little sweet as well. It's perfect. This is like one of the best dipping sauces I've had for a fried gyoza in a restaurant. All right, it's like now I can come here just to eat the gyoza with the dipping sauce. That's so awesome. Another one of my favorites, if I don't know what appetizer to get, takoyaki. I didn't even try my curry rice bowl, and I'm already so impressed with the food at this food stand. Yeah, Kaia definitely has their appetizers down. You can tell this is a pretty good chef that crafted this menu. I don't know if you guys get excited for katsu curry, but I always do. It's really as authentic and classic as it gets. Breading outside is crispy, chicken pretty tender. I just love the flavor of it. You gotta really dip it in a lot of that curry sauce to maximize that flavor. Yeah, this whole meal is about $12.95, which is not terribly expensive. It's actually a pretty decent deal for like a complete meal because you get this salad, you get the miso soup. Oh yeah, you get a lot of rice in here as well. If you guys have never had Japanese curry before, it's definitely different than Thai curry or Indian curry. As you can tell, the color is darker, like dark brown. It's very creamy. This one is kind of spicy because I made it about medium, but you can get it mild if you want. I'm loving it. Like anytime I go to a curry house, whether it's the pork katsu curry, chicken katsu curry, I get very excited. And if you're looking for more traditional Korean food, they got it here. It's to the right of Downtowner. It's called Star Kiss. Yes, they got the traditional Korean meat dishes along with the banchan. So if you're not into that Korean fusion burger and sandwiches, you can always come right here. When you come to Star Kissa, you can expect homemade banchan and kimchi for sale. That's always good to know. And this is their famous tray combo. Okay, includes 1 rice, 1 soup, and 9 side dishes. I don't think I've seen that before in a fast food court Korean restaurant. Okay, so you can choose their spicy pork, which is a bestseller, bulgogi obviously, kalbi, as well as fish, and they even have spicy marinated crab, which I heard is very popular. But then if you want to do more like basic entrees, which includes 1 rice, you can do this section, which is pretty much all the same, but cheaper. And look, they even got bibimbap as well, Korean mixed rice with toppings. This is one of the biggest and craziest Korean tray entrees that I've ever gotten in my life. So they would put your choice of protein in the center. So this is the spicy pork, and they would put 9 banchans around. It circles the main dish. I think the only other place that I've seen something that's kind of like this design is at Genwa Korean barbecue restaurant, but never in a food court. Maybe I'll try some of these side dishes before I dig into my protein. I would say for the most part, it is a classic tasting japchae. Like the glass noodles, the sesame oil flavor, you got a little bit of the assorted vegetables inside there as well. Yeah, not the best one I've ever had, but like I said, it's fairly close. And then some of this fish cake, yes. Just like a lot of the banchans I've had back in LA too. And you cannot forget about the kimchi too, right? This is the gakdugi, radish. That is like crunchy perfection. These side dishes taste pretty legit. It's just like the side dishes that I've had back home in Koreatown, LA. But a lot of the restaurants back in K-Town, LA, they don't give you this many banchan selections. If you're lucky, you probably get about like 6 at the table. Now I'm gonna try my spicy pork. I would say it tastes a little bit more sweet than spicy, or a mixture of both of them. It's kind of different than the spicy pork that I've seen back home because it's not as reddish, the color. This one is more dark brown, almost like as if it were stir-fried in soy sauce. But then when you eat some of the rice with it, it becomes pretty magical. Yeah, you just have to have your rice along with your meats, especially if it's very saucy meats, because it really completes the whole comfort, feel-good experience, like eating at home. This is so cool. I really wish more Korean restaurants can serve entrees that look just like this, like with your choice of meat, plus all the side dishes and rice. Yeah, somebody in Koreatown, LA, please do this. And I also ordered the spicy raw marinated crab. And I think this is the first time I am trying this dish in Las Vegas. This one, your hands are gonna get messy, which is why I'm so thankful that they give you some gloves. That thing just melts in your mouth. So like I said, it's raw crab. Usually in Korean cuisine, you'll find the version that's spicy, just like this one. And then there's also another one that's marinated in like a soy sauce flavor. I'm personally more into the soy sauce flavor, but every now and then I do like the spicy one as well. This is like pretty legit Korean food they have here at Cheongdam. I can tell Korean food is definitely a long ways better than it was 20 years ago in Las Vegas. There's this other restaurant here called Namsan Tonkatsu. This is the spot you gotta come to if you want a katsu of a different kind. Korea is more Japanese style. This one, from what it looks like, is definitely more Korean style. That's the katsu menu. You can get original king pork, which is what I'm gonna get since I've already had the chicken one at the other spot. You can also do it spicy. You can do original chicken. You can do melting cheese. And it also looks like they have some of this tteokbokki, like the regular one, the namsan, as well as the rose tteokbokki, which I think I'm gonna get because that looks so good. And even bulgogi tteokbokki, jajang tteokbokki. Oh wow, I never had that before. From this, I can definitely tell it's Korean. You see they got the sundae, one of the appetizers. They got Korean rice balls, and they have dumplings, Korean pancakes. So take your pick. Here it is. This is the original king pork. Look at what a big portion you get for $14.95. And it comes with soup as well. That is so awesome. So yeah, this is the pork katsu with the Korean gravy that's over it. So this is not curry. This is a Korean style gravy. And it comes with some of the veggies with the dressing, as well as 2 scoops of rice, even some of these pickles right here. So it's kind of like a sweet and savory sauce. It almost reminds me of like a sweet and sour sauce, but with the consistency and the thickness of a gravy, almost like the ones that you put on top of that Hawaiian dish called loco moco. Not exactly the same taste, but still, I mean, it tastes great though. You get large pieces of that breaded, deep fried pork katsu. Rice always completes the experience. Doesn't matter if it's in a Korean style katsu place, in a Japanese style katsu place, or even in a Hawaiian style katsu place. Once you have the katsu with the gravy and the rice, it's like comfort food that you can always enjoy for any occasion. This is the mini kimbap, and I don't think I've seen it presented like this before. Look how small they look. There are about 8 pieces in here. Seaweed wrapped over rice with egg inside, as well as assorted pickled vegetables. Tastes just like a kimbap that a Korean mom would make. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of kimbap because I more prefer to eat like sushi with the fish inside. But every once in a while, you know, if I see it as a snack, I won't reject it. I'll still eat it. I would say that this dish is really good for sharing, especially if you have a few people around the table. Maybe each of you can get 2, and then you can get your very big tonkatsu. This one is called the rose tteokbokki. Not the traditional tteokbokki, which is usually darker red color, but this one has more of like a salmon, orangey, slightly pink colored. It's because they use heavy cream in it, along with other ingredients. That sauce is spicier and sweeter than I thought. So the rice cake itself, it's chewy, but then it also kind of has a bite to it as well. Me personally, I really like rose tteokbokki because I'm more into that sweeter tomato flavor, creaminess, the heavy cream. But if you guys are more into the regular traditional tteokbokki, they got it here as well. But I think you should definitely give this one a shot. I'm going to be heading back towards the entrance because there is this one eatery that's good for if you like drinks, coffee, desserts, which is so needed in this food hall. I'm here at Broken Coffee. So yep, just like it sounds, it's a coffee shop specializing in specialty cold and hot coffee drinks and even a lot of cookies. Classic coffee selections. You can't go wrong with this, right? These are their latte signatures, which you can get iced and cold, such as their regular latte. Even their broken signature, which I heard is good, like the broken cream latte. And drink specials, you see that? Honey yuzu refresher. Handmade cookies too. Yep, you got the matcha, strawberry jam, cookies and cream, lotus Nutella. Wow, ube too, as well as s'mores. Since they have so many drinks on the menu, I decided to try 2 of them. Yes, the one to the left is their best seller, which is the broken cream latte. So it's cream along with milk of your choice, espresso, and then the one to the right That one is their drink special, which is the honey yuzu refresher. So in mine, I got a splash of matcha, you know, just to kind of give it a little bit more flavor. Even though I could sit at a table closer to the food stands, I decided to come back to the very same seat all the time because it gets very packed here, especially around lunchtime. Oh man, that is so good. You know, this is one of the best lattes that I've had in recent memory. I love everything about it. The espresso flavor, the oat milk that's inside of there, and just like the cream, everything about it. It's like perfection. Oh, it's so perfect because it's around like 1 o'clock right now and I haven't gotten my coffee yet today, so this is my first one. But then if you want something more refreshing instead of coffee, I heard this is the one you gotta get. This is carbonated, so it's like drinking honey yuzu soda. I can't decide which of the two I like better because they're so different. I would say it just kind of depends on your mood for today. If you want coffee, obviously you got to get the coffee, the latte. But if you want something that's citrusy, more carbonated, refreshing, this is perfect, especially if it's on a very hot day. It would go so good with your meal, or maybe even after your meal. And this one is called the matcha ganache, which is one of their cookie desserts. In here, we got butter, sugar, salt, flour, vanilla, eggs, baking powder, matcha powder, white chocolate, heavy cream, you know, all that good stuff. Wow, that thing is super thick and super moist. I'm loving it. So for sure, you gotta get your coffee, you gotta get your umami burger, you gotta get your curry bowl as well. This is one of those places that's perfect for coming by yourself, but also with a group so that you can all just share a little bit of everything. Now keep in mind that these aren't the only 3 really good food halls to try in Las Vegas, but if you start with these 3, then you're gonna have a pretty rockin' time all around the city, eating a lot of great stuff. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this episode, and I'll see you all in the next food adventure.